Today, I'm going to show you how to clean and transform messy data in Excel without writing a single formula. Hey everyone, welcome to Data Monarch channel. I'm Mary. The tool we are using, Power Query, Excel's data powerhouse for automation, cleanup, and combining data sets. If you've ever had to delete blank rows, split full names, or merge reports from month after month, this video will blow your mind. Let's jump in. Practice file is in the description below. Do all to download and follow along.
The first thing to do right here is to open up a new Excel file. Then you go under the data tab menu. You can see get data. Yours can come as a get and transform data depending on the Excel version you are using. Then you click on the get data. Once that is done, you can see launch Power Query editor. Open it. Allow it to load a bit. Then once it has brought out this interface for you,
Now let's import an Excel file using Power Query.
you come here under new query ribbon and you can see new source. Click on the drop down, and because we want to import an Excel workbook, so you click on Excel workbook. After that, you go to where your data is and you import in and you select it to import. Once it has connected, you will see your data file here, and here, assuming you have multiple tables, then you select the multiple tables. But right now I have only one table in this Excel file, so you click on that table and you can see the interface that is showing you this is your data. Then once that is done, you click on OK. This is the Power Query editor interface. Right here, you can see queries. This is where each queries that are created are shown. So you will see each table that are created here at this side. And these are different formatting features you can use in your Power Query editor. Here you can see the query. This is where you format anything regarding the query. This is where you manage the columns. This is where you reduce rows, you sort, you transform. You can see the features you can use here. We'll be using them even in this tutorial. You can see combine to make queries to append queries. Then we have the parameters, the new query. This new query is when you want to import a new data file. And also you also have the transform tab menu. You can see different features. We will be using them in this tutorial. You also have if you want to add a column into this data set, right? So this is where your tables will be visualized, this interface. Also here at this right hand side, you can see your query settings. Here you can see properties where you can rename your data type. Then here you have your applied steps. This shows you each steps you carry out in your Power Query editor. So you can see the source, the navigation, the promoted header, the change type. Let's say you made an error or you want to undo a step you've already carried out. What you just have to do is come to this cross sign and click on it. This will undo any step that you want to remove. And here you can see this setting icon. You can click on it. That's if you want to adjust anything under your steps.
Now, inside the Power Query editor, we will start cleaning these data sets step by step.
You can notice here that Power Query has done some steps for me. I will cancel it so as to give you a detailed explanation. You can see it's already eliminated the top rows and all. But what if our top rows were still present? So I'll just cancel it to show you how to do that. Let me cancel it to source. So let's say this is how our data looks like. First off, the only thing we need right now is this data column. We do not need the name of the file, the item, the kind, or the item. So what you just do is you click on this data column and you can see under this ribbon, you can see remove columns. Click on the drop down, then you click on remove other columns. Yes, once that is done, now to expand this data table, you click on this double arrow icon that you can see here. You click it to expand your data table. Then it will load out and show you all the columns in your data. You click on OK. So let's move to where our real data started from. You can see our real data started from row 2. So we want to remove this top row. To do that, you can also come here under your ribbon. You can see reduce rows. You can also see remove rows feature here. You click on the drop down and click on your remove top rows. The number of rows is 1. Then you press OK. When you open this interface, you can include the number of rows that are present if yours is not 1. Then after that is done, you can observe that our data column did not start until column 7. So we have empty columns before the column 7. To remove this, you come here, you click on each of the column you want to remove and you click on this remove column icon. Click on it till it remains data column 7. Yes, now our data is getting cleaner. As you can see, now the columns left are the real data columns that we need in this Excel file. The next thing we want to do is to change the column name, as in the column header. So to do that, double click on the column, and this one represents the customer name, as you can see there. Then the next column represents regions. Ensure that your columns are well labeled. Then this represents items, this column represents product, and this next column represents number of products sold. Then the next one here is amount sold. Column ought to be represented as a date, but we can see that it is being represented in a different way entirely. So to change this to a date, you click on this column, you ensure that all the rows are highlighted, and you right click on it. You can see change type. There you see date or time and date. Let's change it as a date. You can see it is well formatted to what we exactly want. Then we rename the column as date. Yes, now our headers are rightly indicated. So the next thing we want to do right now is to remove empty rows. That means we want to remove blank rows. To do that, you highlight all of your data sets by using your Ctrl A, and after you've done that, you come here under the reduce rows tab. You click on this remove rows drop down. You can see remove blank rows. You click on it, then it has removed every blank rows you have in this data set.
Now let's fix spacing issues.
And to do that, come under the transform tab menu, and under the text column ribbon, you can see format. Click on the drop down, then click on trim. This removes any space that we do not need within the data set. Then after that is done, you can also clean the data set to remove invisible characters. Then you also come back under the format drop down. You can see clean, click on it. Then this has removed any invisible characters that we do not want or that we don't even know that is present in our data set. The next thing we can also do is to split our customer name into full name and last name. And to do that, click on the customer name column. Ensure that each of it is highlighted so that every of the rows under it can be formatted. Then you right click on the header. Here you can come down a little bit. After you've clicked on the split column, you can see different options. If you want to split the column by number of characters, by position, by lowercase to uppercase, and everyone you want. But right now I want to split the customer name by delimiter, so you click on it. Once it brings out this interface, it shows you which delimiter is your column separated by, and as you can see in this column, our two names are separated by spaces, so you indicate space here just as has been indicated. Here you can see split at leftmost delimiter, rightmost delimiter, each occurrence of the delimiter. So to make this easier for me and to make it clean so I don't have errors, since it is observed there's a space after the first name, which is the leftmost delimiter, I can click on split as leftmost delimiter or at the rightmost delimiter. So you just click on your OK. Assuming your names are like in 3 different rows, that means maybe David, Smith, Joe, then you can say at each occurrence of the delimiter to split each of the names into the right column. So right now you press your OK, and you can see that our data are neatly splitted by the leftmost delimiter. So now you want to change the column headers also to the right one. This is represented as the first name and this is represented as the last name. Don't forget to double click and you change.
Now let's say we have another Excel file with region codes. We want to match this with our sales data.
To do that, the first thing to do is to import the new region code data file. And the same way we imported this, if you still remember, you come here under your new source and you can see file. It's an Excel workbook. You open it up and you import the Excel file you want to merge. Allow it to load, select on the table, and you can see it's rightly previewed here. Click on your OK. Now we need to make some adjustments here. You can see that the first row is supposed to be represented as the header, which is not. And to transform this, you come here under the transform ribbon and you can see use first rows as headers. You click on it. This is just as we want. Now to merge the two queries together, that means to join the two tables together, you come here under merge queries. You click on the drop down merge query. You click on merge queries as new. You open it up. You want the first preview to be the sales data. You click on the sales data. These two interfaces are representing the two tables you want to join. So the second one is the region codes data file, which is represented as sheet 1. So you click on it and here you can see join kind. You can see left out all from first matching from second. You can see right all from from second matching from first, full outer, inner and all. But right now we are using left outer, that means all from the first matching from the second. Also click on the region columns from the two data sets. Then once that is done, you press your OK. Now our data have been merged. You can see sheet 1 has been merged to our sales data. Now let's expand our sheet 1 data. To do that, you can see this double arrow column. You click on it. Now you can select the columns you want to visualize. Since I already have region columns present in the sales data, I just want to indicate the region code. And to do that, just unselect the region and only select the region code. Then press your OK. Great. Now you can see the region codes represented. You can also change the column name to only region code. Yes, this is well formatted.
Make sure your date, text and numbers are correctly formatted. To format this correctly, just click on the data type icon next to the column header.
Just like I did earlier by changing the date to the right format. Also, you want to make sure that any column that is in number is in number, while those that are in text is in text. This is in text, this is in text, this is in text. But this is supposed to be in a numeric format. To change this data type, click on the column and you right click on it. You can see change type, that means change data type. We want to change it to whole number. Let's go through it. You can see that one of it is bringing out error, which means that it is not represented as a number. Let's cancel the change type. By cancelling it, it means that we want to cancel the step that we just carried out. As you can see, it has gone back to the previous step that we were. Then you can go through your data and you can see that it is represented in an alphabet way instead of a numeric way. To format this and to make it more clean, you right click on it and you can see replace values. Replace this 3 with figure number 3, then press your OK. Great, right? Now we can go back to formatting the data type. Yes, so now we have it without error. The same also, we can see under our amount, it is represented in a text format. And also the shortcut to changing your data type, you can just click on this text feature here. You can click on it and you will see this is in currency. Click on it. You can see it is well represented and well formatted just as we want. Also, we can see that our date is represented in a text format and we want to change it to a date format. So you click on it and also change it to a date format. Here it brings out an interface. The selected column has an existing type conversion. Would you like to replace the existing conversion? Yes, we want to replace this current conversion and you can see it is formatted as a date. Now our data is well cleaned and well formatted.
Once your data looks good, click close and load to return to Excel.
Come here under close and load. If you want to load it to a specific place, you click on it and you can see it will load it into a new Excel file for you. Great. Now we can see our data neatly loaded into an Excel file. Here you can see the queries created. You can see the queries created, the merged rows. So this makes work very easy for you.
This loads the cleaned data set into a new worksheet. Best part, if the data set gets updated, all you just need to do is to click on refresh and all your cleaning steps will be applied automatically. I'm sure you've learned a lot. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for upcoming videos and tutorials, and drop a comment on areas you might be having issues in Excel. Also, if you need my services as a data entry expert or as a data analyst, do hope to message me through my LinkedIn profile, as the link will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and have a great time out there. Bye.